Bienvenue. Welcome.
Merci.
My name is Fernando Pardo, and I am a French professor at Salem College and at High Point University. I teach beginning and intermediary French, as well as advanced French and history of French cinema. I was born in Colombia, and when I was 2, my parents moved to Europe. First 2 years in Barcelona, the second 2 years in Paris. So that's when I learned French. So French is my second language. And then we went to England for 1 year. We came to the United States when I was 7. Undergraduate, I went to Wake Forest University. Of course, I studied economics and French. The French kept my GPA up.
Oh, for me, it's the opposite.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry. And I went back when I was after graduate school and stayed there for 30 years. My sister lived in Paris. She and her husband said, "Why don't you stay here? You know, we can. We're starting a marketing company. Why don't you join and help start this marketing company? We're bringing the American point of view to the French market, and the American point of view being that if you say something is going to be done by Thursday, it will be done by Thursday. The French business point of view at the time was, it'll be done by Thursday. Oh yes, there's a little setback, you'll get it on Monday. But I needed it for a show this weekend. Oh, we're sorry. So we would do whatever it took, and you would have it on the day that we said you would have it. Neighborhoods have small markets. My market was open from Tuesday through Sunday morning. You would always go to the same butcher, the same cheese vendor. You would have fresh vegetables every day. And since they get to know you, it's different than going to a supermarket. For example, you're walking by and they would go, "Oh, we have this great new steak that just came in today. You should try it," and you would, and it would be wonderful. Also, it was a nice break after work to go and go there. You probably would stop at a cafe, have a little aperitif before you'd go home. So you would change ideas every day. As I said, well, the culture being able to go to the museums, which were free on Sundays, theater, opera, many theaters, movies. So we enjoy art, and we bought most of this artwork. We were very lucky because we met right in our neighborhood, as I was saying, there is a gallery that opened up, and became friends with the owner of the gallery, and he had painters from many different places and all different types of painters. Another thing, in France, we met a lot of interesting people. This book, Richard Kelvar, he is a photographer for Magnum. One thing in Paris, when you asked about what I liked, another thing that we did was there was a French football club for expats. So we would play football, touch football every Sunday, and we had a baseball. We also had a softball team, and the expats were people from all diverse lines of work. He, for example, is a photographer. That's where I met George Noni, who owns a wine vineyard, makes his own wines. You had people on the stock market, you had actors, musicians, artists. So that was quite interesting. And I think we kept a little bit of America in Paris, and now we're trying to keep a little bit of Paris here in America. One thing which we did with our son was, in Paris, at home we would speak English, and outside obviously French. And here we speak French at the house, and outside obviously English. The joke is that since I am Colombian, is when do we speak Spanish? And that's in the car. No matter how much you plan, you never know what life is going to, where you're going to land in life. I never dreamed of being back in Winston-Salem. I'm glad that there are still people who want to learn French and expand their horizons. Okay. Bon weekend.